So today we will be talking about Indian aviation industry, and to discuss this topic, I am joined by Mr. Chandrakant. So hello Chandrakant, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and aviation industry is, growing very rapidly. One of the fastest growing industry in the world today.
Definitely, and as you know, then in India it is also growing on a rapid pace because India is a vast country and we require aviation in quite a, on the front level, as many people say, because there are many airports which are also coming up and government is opening the airport. So what you really have to say about Indian aviation? Do you also agree that Indian aviation is really progress very high? In fact, we are lagging behind in some aspect of Indian aviation.
Well, today we will like to talk about the use of robotics, and therefore we have to basically talk about aviation industry in India. India is a large country and it has several airports. I mean, I've done some research and I was able to count 486 airports available in India and 35 international airports. Now, there could be more, and I think the government has realized that we need airports now. We need domestic airports. We also need international airports. So very rapidly, the government of India is building these airports. So Aviation Ministry is working very hard to add additional 100 new airports in India. Now, when we talk about airport, roughly, if you look at the large airports like Dubai or Heathrow or JFK, the flight that the airport can handle is 2 minutes is for one flight. So the airports are working like a machinery if you look at these large airports. So if you look at Indian airport, I mean, we can handle at least one flight every 2-3 minutes. That means if we are having more number of airports, the traffic is going to increase. And when traffic increases, there is a requirement for aircraft also, because you build these high class very efficient machine-like airports, you also need to provide aircraft. So I think the next story will be to buy the aircraft, isn't it, Kanchan?
Yes, definitely. And as you mentioned that robotics is playing a vital role in aviation industry, but actually this is kind of being prevalent in very from last few years, because if you see, robotics are involved not only into the aeroplanes, but on the ground also we require like drilling, we have cleaning, and it also act as a safety for humans. So it is not only taking as if it is like curbing the employment, but I think that it is also being into advancement and looking into the human safety.
Well, considering the requirement of flying the humans in India across the subcontinent, India is a large country. As we have told you that there are 100 new airports coming up very rapidly, and these airports will be able to handle thousands of flights every day, carrying millions of passengers every day. So consider this, there is a requirement of new aircraft which can actually handle this traffic. About as per the estimate, about 2,000 new aircrafts are required, and recently India has placed order on both Airbus and Boeing, and this order constitute to about 500 aircraft, the largest in aviation industry ever. And you see, this is only the first tranche of the aircraft. We would need another 1,500 aircraft in a very short period of time. Now the traffic is going to increase, and therefore let's talk about Vistara. Vistara is the largest airlines right now in India, because having merged with Indian Airlines, which is now privatized, it's owned by Tatas. Vistara has been the first airlines to basically give order to robots basically they've decided to basically go for robotic machinery to clean their aircraft from outside as well as from inside. And for the first time, so many aircrafts will be cleaned by robots, and there will be no human required. Kanchan, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think that's remarkable, very marvelous, because you can see a aeroplane is being cleaned by machines and by robot, and I think that is there's less of human error in that. But as I told you earlier, because this the use of robotics is not limited to only Vistara. It has been in this aviation industry for long, because for cleaning, for drilling, for welding, all these work require robotics, and the robots are involved in aviation industry. But as you mentioned that Vistara has been used really virtually, and taking help of robotics in inside cleaning and outside cleaning, which is for the first time. I think this is the way to go forward, and I think this is an advancement.
Well, the downside of this is a lot of humans who are actually doing this work will lose their jobs. So that is why we are discussing this. And the new system has been brought into India. See, the thing is that when there are 2,000 additional aircraft in addition to so many aircraft already available in India, you would need a very large workforce to clean. And so this is the new system, which looks like it's a robot. Actually, it's a robotic arm, and as you can see that it is actually very efficiently cleaning it. So if humans are doing this job, probably you would need a team of 20 people or 15 people. I don't know how many cleaning staff would be required only to clean from outside. But here, when the aircraft lands, this robot can gently come near the aircraft and start cleaning the process without any human intervention. Now this robot has a lot of AI inbuilt, and this is being provided by a company called AeroWash. AeroWash actually provide these services to a lot of airlines across the world, and Vistara being the first one. AeroWash realized that there is an opportunity, and they have set up an Indian entity called AeroWash Private Limited, and they will be providing these robots for cleaning services, interior as well as exterior, to a lot of airlines going forward. So I think there is going to be a huge change in the job pattern. People who are employed for cleaning purposes, for maintaining the aircraft, will basically have to find some other alternative employment. So this is what the change is going to happen. This is going to start. This is just the beginning, because AeroWash is just one robotic services. There are 3 to 4 other services which are going to be deployed in Indian aviation sector. Kanchan,
I really feel that this is the advancement which we are discussing, and the AI and robotics will be becoming part of our lives. But at the same time, as you mentioned, there is a job loss of many people, especially the people who are involved in cleaning. But at the same time, I think this also creates an opportunity for these people to develop their own new skills which are required. Maybe, for example, handling software, or doing some certain other works which where robotics cannot be involved, like taking care of passengers, be creative in handling the passenger, where robotics, there's no use of robotics. And I think that way it will improve the human interaction, as well as the people will understand how to really gel with the people currently, which is in some part of it is missing.
well, absolutely, you have raised a very important point. While there is going to be a new wave of robots replacing humans, which is a reality. So we believe it or not, it is already happening. AI is also doing a lot of work. In fact, the AI can replace a lot of humans, and they can do it much more efficiently. So humans will have to find some other kind of alternative job. which AI and these automated systems can't do. And therefore, these robots are going to come, knock off the humans from their job. So we have to realize that these are the permanent changes which are going to happen, and our job would be then to learn AI, will have to learn robotics so that we can control these robots, So I think that is where the world is going. So don't think, in our opinion, don't think that, oh, I'm going to lose my job. What will happen? How will I basically take care of my family, etc.? Learn the new skill, because business is changing rapidly, landscape is changing rapidly. Learn the new skills and be relevant. That is the message we want to give you.
I also want to add that time has come that humans who feel that the robots will replace their jobs and there will be no use of their skill. But now you should see the brighter side. You have the opportunity to set the higher goals and work on a higher skill. That will definitely benefit you and benefit your family in the longer run.
Absolutely. So gear up, humans, and learn the new skills. So with this message, we will actually meet you in the next one.